turn now to the data leak bombshell causing shockwaves across the world, the so-called ICA files. The disclosure of
You win. So,
What happens now?
the ball's in your court, Miss
Burnwood. I do have other candidates, you know. Most of whom have never tied me to a chair.
You've seen the news. That was 47 acting on his own. He is untethered, he is unstoppable, and he cannot be bargained with. He will find you, Mr. Edwards, and I'm the only chance you've got.
I'm listening.
47 has one weakness. Me.
I found something. Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Heralds.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn. And get this, is hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
Because you're not an idiot. Let's just humor him. Yet he likes his little game. Don't be long.
You got my message.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen. So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been busy, 47. I'm this close to becoming the next constant. I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates. That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him you acted alone. Retaliation for Gray. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
The Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be. Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times. Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Oh, you're so right. The colours alone, and the lighting. Oh, could you ask for better lighting in a million years? It's like golden hour times 20.
I'm not going to lie, though. This gravel is making me really nervous.
Yeah, same. We just have to get the right framing, though, and snap it, and then I can liquefy our jawlines a bit so we're snatched, and then we can go.
Right. Super quick!
Ready, Pam? 3, 2, 1, and...
For more than 2 decades, New York-based law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn has been among the most successful and the most controversial companies in the United States. Founded in the greed is good downtown era of the mid-1980s by Kenneth Morgan, Don Yates, and Theodore Cohn, the firm quickly amassed an impressive client roster.
Mr. Yates? It's Aaron, sir, from the firm. I came as quickly as I could.
And Van Orton's
Yes. Sir, I have the files. Sorry it took so long, but I've had to ask the server to print everything, and I couldn't get my VPN to...
Man!
Right.
Anybody there?
Sorry, sir. I'll be right inside.
Someone's not happy. And I mean, nothing people are going to not happy.
No way.
You all right? Wait.
Details. I need details. Who am I chasing, huh? Do you know?
Do you have anyone on the front? No. Really?
Nothing in my position. Just standing here scratching my balls.
Got nothing. Search every corner. Yeah.
Oh my lord, is that a Giracuckoo? I've always wanted to see one in the wild. Oh, Gretchen will be so jealous. Here, little buddy. Come on. Look at that orange Rufus crest. So adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and those yellow rings around the eyes. I mean, they fade in captivity. I've never seen them quite so vivid before. Oh, this is a rare treat. Oh well, mustn't be late. The Gira's fairly common in these parts after all. I'll get a pic.
Oh yeah, if you want to come through, I'm gonna have to pat you down. Cool?
Oye, ese es mi pie. Ten cuidado, huevón.
Nothing personal, but I'm gonna pat you down if you want through. Security shit, you know. This will be over in no time. You're good. Thanks for putting up with that.
Look at that vista. Can you imagine waking up to that every morning?
I used to. Out of position in Chile for a while. Those were good years.
Oh, yeah? Where do you end up after that?
New York. Love the city. But you just don't get the whole natural splendor thing.
Ah, good bagel.
How's it looking down there? Not unless we can start stacking them on top of each other, huh? They should have set up an overflow area or something.
Every time one of those British guards walks past me, my shoulders get all tense.
Hard to imagine anything going bad with this many people around.
It's worse.
Valentina must be over the moon about home. You've been living alone here for what, 26 years? Ever since the scandal that we...
Long time no see.
Hola, guapo. Looking good, huh?
Thank you. So, you must know everything that goes on at the event. Care to give me the lowdown?
Let's see. Most of the guests have already arrived. And let me tell you, it's like a Forbes 500 convention in there. Most are high-profile clients of Morgan, Yates, and Korn. But the Yates are still no shows. Word is, they're still up at the house.
They haven't made an entrance yet. Curious. Any idea why?
Well, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but word is that Yates was in a great mood this morning, but that all changed when the letter arrived.
The letter?
Yeah, an honest-to-God letter delivered by courier. I mean, who writes letters anymore? Anyway, it must have been bad news, because... Senor Yates heard the plant off the balcony. It almost hit Isabel, one of the maids who had to go lie down.
Oh. Anything else?
The party is not the only thing happening at the estate. The winery is open for guests too. You should check it out if you're interested in winemaking. It's harvest season after all.
I might just do that. Thank you for your time, miss.
Right. Pleasant evening, senor.
Thank God it's finally over. That extra security detail was driving my wife crazy.
Ducked out. Heralds say a handful of operatives were lost, but I figure they're downplaying.
Have a good one.
Seen the news. Lots of power players dropping like flies. But as long as you don't know who everybody else is.
The Constant works in mysterious ways. I just don't get his fascination with this Burnwood woman.
She is brilliant. Perhaps even his equal.
So, all the more reason to keep her at arm's length.
That's not how he sees it. Burnwood is passion. Passion can be directed. People who want to change the world are the easiest to corrupt.
I say it's a trick. He wants something from her. Probably that assassin of hers.
No, there's more to it. Burnwood went up against the Constant and lost. But she came too close to him. Now, winning is not enough. He doesn't just need to beat her. He needs to
First, an old money aristocrat dies and just happens to control that rich rises. Then, on the night of the funeral, the younger sibling is murdered in his sleep, surrounded by his closest
Ducked out. Heralds say a handful of operatives were lost.
Greetings.
interesting.
Sí, perfecto.
What? Huh. Huh?
Cabaret. Your mood when you sneak around like that?
Oh, this is precisely my kind of wine. Full, sweet, with just a bit of peppered.
That's a little too close.
And if I'm not mistaken, there's a sort of, well, it's almost like a new shirt, isn't it? Like,
Legs on this one.
You smell nicer, but this is still too close.
For 4 decades I served the law. Now, I serve something far grander.
Nothing quite spoils a party like
a couple of old money scions, Ingram, and something Dutch sounding. I bet Sheikh Al-Ghazali was the real target.
Corvo, got a message from the boss. Duty calls.
Let me guess, the Burnwood woman.
That's right. Yates has arranged for the chief winemaker to take Burnwood and Tamara Vidal on a grand tour of the estate. Wants you to tag along.
Not for my sparkling personality. This Burnwood woman sure has his panties in a twist. Wonder what the deal is.
Yates' business is his business. Just get yourself ready and sign into the visitor center. Oh, have a drink on my behalf.
I don't drink. Makes me sentimental.
A private tour of the estate. Diana, Vidal, and this fixer, Corvo Black. Black is a threat, but also an opportunity. Yates's own machinations are inconsequential. Joining the tour will give access to Vidal, away from the crowd.
Mr. Yates. Yeah. Got your message.
You aren't telling me what
Yeah.
No, they were discreet about it.
In fact, a couple of spots come to mind. On the tour or after.
It was only when someone realised at the ending.
On standby. So you're not sure yet? Does that mean there's a plan A? One where I don't stand a 50-50 chance of getting caught? I mean, you do realise the risk here, boss. Broad daylight, workers around. Who exactly is this Right.
It's a nice gesture.
But if I'm going to be one of these heralds, you need to start letting me in.
Never been Don Yates' style.
Okay. So who's this fool guy?
I'm more of a beer man myself, but if Yates wants to bring the heralds closer together and play the
No
modern
problem.
boss,
I just never framed an urban legend before. Very post-truth. Yeah. I like it.
Reason to become it. He is Edward's closest legal advisor. Not even Thomas Cross or Eugene Cobb had a direct line of contact. I'd say Yates is at the top of a very short list.
So, how do you feel about Burnham?
How do you think? She and her friends killed Yamazaki. Had to be probably rotten. How is she fit to be a herald? But on the other hand, she protects all the time, and they're qualified.
True.
Hello there, and welcome to the Yates Winery. How may I...
Corvo Black. I'm on the tour.
Right, Mr. Black. Welcome. Miss Burnwood and Miss Vidal will meet you down by the wine fields. I trust you know the way?
I can find my way around.
Enjoy the tour.
One of the most gifted surveillance specialists ever to graduate from Kent. Ran one of our interrogation black sites for a while, and I tell you, those prisoners folded like laundry.
Are we clear yet? Can we see anything?
I've read her file, of course. Parents were political.
You ask me, the Constant must have lost his mind. Burnwood was in league with Grey. She's responsible for killing how many of our people? How could she be a herald?
Maybe Vidal will trip her down the stairs. Those heels are an accident waiting to happen.
Don't hold your breath. Vidal is a true believer, fiercely loyal to the Constant. That must be why he chose her to show Burnwood the ropes. Figured the rest of us.
Wouldn't forgive and forget so easily. Sneaky bastard. The man didn't get to where he is by accident.
¿Cómo está, señor?
Johannesburg called. And from that smirk of yours, I take it Ether is in? Ether, Kronstadt, Hampson, Milton Fitzpatrick, Quantum Leap, Dynasty Global. All the big players now officially under the same corporate umbrella. How does he do it? It's all so deceptively simple. The partners created a power cabal bound together by secrets and back-scratching. All the Constant did was make it real. Enter the Destiny Group, a fully legal, entirely official, supranational corporate entity. By merging, each company becomes untouchable, moving beyond any state jurisdiction. Granted, there's a certain amount of legal trailblazing yet to be done, but Yates and his team are confident it'll work out.
Where will this Destiny Group be based? Space?
No need for that. See, it just... So happens that the Ark Society bought a swathe of Arctic land from Denmark.
Over here.
You two must be Burnwood and Vidal.
And you must be Yates's garbage man. Sorry, but I didn't catch your name.
This is Corvo Black, Tamara. He's a ICA regular.
I only work with the best.
Well, we're all here, it seems. Except for our guide, the chief winemaker. Looks like we're stuck here until someone fetches him. Mr. Black, I'm looking in your direction.
Hold on. I'll track him down.
Attaboy. Do try and bring him back in one piece. Counterintuitive as that may be.
That was a bit rude.
Yes. Yes, it was.
He set me down one day and said... You still love me? But he wanted you to love me.
What? What is it now? What?
You have some guests waiting. Senor Yates wanted you to give them the grand tour. Remember?
As if I don't have more important things to do than babysit Yates' socialite friends. It's only harvest season.
Better do what he says, Patron. Big shot New York lawyer like that. Don't want to get on his bad side.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I have decided if the crop is ripe for picking. Bring me the 3 Malbec grapes to taste, Ramon. If Yates doesn't like how I prioritize, he can weigh me down with concrete and toss me off a bridge. How's that?
3 grapes, was it? I'll get my picking knife.
Great. Thanks, I guess.
Come on. I left it right here.
No. What am I doing here? Okay.
Okay.
They're talking about it up there. That's really complicated.
Now, what am I doing here? I see. Ahora me acuerdo.
I was an attorney. For 4 decades, I served here.
The back of my neck feels. I hate big ones.
But you're not that interesting. Especially not today.
You think they're making fun of us up there?
I'd say they're paying about as much attention to us as we pay to the little spiders on the vines.
You're so depressing.
Ay, este hombre sí no tiene la menor idea de lo que está hablando. Para hacer la bandeja no se hace así. ¿De dónde sacó que se le pone ensalada, que se le pone un montón de... ¿Qué fue lo que dijo él? Que se le ponía... qué la tontería que estaba diciendo. Yo no sé, ¿verdad? ¿Qué es lo que está diciendo? De verdad no tiene la menor idea. Le faltaron los frijoles, le faltó el arroz, le faltó todo. O sea, quién sabe lo que estaría haciendo, pero bandeja no era. Honey, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I think I had too many drinks, and all of a sudden I just woke up, and here I was in a hotel room with this woman that I didn't know. I swear to you that I didn't do anything to her, or not that I know. So I love you.
You really overestimate how interested people like that are in anyone's business.
Mr. Vargas, I have the 3 grapes you requested.
Yes, good. Bring him here.
¿Qué tal?
Now, let's see. A lovely inky black color. Good size, large and firm. Seeds brown. Excellent. And finally, taste. Sweet, flavorful, robust.
¿Quieres una menta? Uf, porque la necesitas.
What people like that think of you. Because they don't
pain. For 4 decades I served. Now, I serve something far grander. I serve the land. And the land of many days I long to make it.
I grew up here. These majestic plains were my children. And a very beautiful...
Remind you of anyone?
That's different. We're not putting our lives...
And how are you today, sir?
Okay, everything seems to be in order here. You'll get to stepping, Holmes.
Isn't here, amigo? I'm sorry, but you're not coming through.
You are going to have to move away. This area is restricted. Don't come around here again, okay?
Raro. Huh? What was that sound? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey there. If you want to come through, I'm gonna need to pat you down. You sure you don't got something on you? Nothing gets past me, you better tell me. All right, all good. Go on.
Fight like a man, goddammit.
You're making it. Ah! You mind telling me what I'm... Okay.
That the Ark Society bought a swathe of Arctic land from Denmark.
The Hyperborean
Over here.
You two must be Burnwood and Vidal.
And you must be Yates's garbage man. Sorry, but I didn't catch your name.
This is Corvo Black, Tamara. He's a ICA regular.
I only work with the best.
Well, we're all here, it seems. Except for our guide, the chief winemaker. Looks like we're stuck here until someone fetches him. Mr. Black, I'm looking in your direction.
Hold on. I'll track him down.
Attaboy. Do try and bring him back in one piece. Counterintuitive as that may be.
That was a bit rude.
Yes. Yes, it was.
So, he really was telling the truth. I had no idea who he was.
In the land of many days and long I grew up here. These majestic stones were my favorite. And they carry here to pick up the mantle of our ancestors.
Fine. I take your point. Some of Gray's militia went rogue after he joined up with Burnwood and her idle hands and all that. This Dawson Mills was caught robbing a money store in Belgium.
Patron, Senor Vargas.
What? What is it now? What?
You have some guests waiting. Senor Yates wanted you to give them the grand tour. Remember?
If I don't have more important things to do than babysit Yates' socialite friends. It's only harvest season.
Better do what he says, Patron. Big shot New York lawyer like that. Don't want to get on his bad side.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I have decided if the crop is right for picking. Bring me the 3 Malbec grapes to taste, Ramon. If Yates doesn't like how I prioritize, he can weigh me down with concrete and toss me off a bridge. How's that?
3 grapes, was it? I'll get my picking knife.
I bet they're talking about us up there. Judging us.
No offense, but you're not that important. Especially not to them.
That's actually comforting.
Come on. I left it right here. Seriously, who takes another man picking now?
Aye, it's gonna be one of those days.
Sí, soy yo. Just checking out the strange sound.
Came about your boy Leandro's throwing his knee out yesterday. They say the poor guy might be out for the whole season.
Ah, screw you, puta.
Anyone over there? Answer me.
They're making fun of us up there.
I really think they're interested in anything going on down here right now.
Gabriel will know the truth is on the grave?
Look for yourself.
Every time I cross out.
What? Oye, we might have a situation. I'm gonna take a look around.
Hola, ¿quién anda ahí? Talking about us up there. I can tell.
I'd be surprised if anyone noticed we were here.
Mr. Vargas, I have the 3 grapes you requested.
Yes, good. Bring him here.
¿Cómo estás, chico?
Now, let's see. A lovely inky black color. Good size, large and firm. Seeds, brown. Excellent. And finally, taste. Sweet, flavorful, robust tannins.
Do you think they're
Some
talking
floral
about
notes. Marvelous. Why, I say these grapes are ripe for harvest. Inform the workers, will you, Ramon? I have a tour to conduct.
Will do.
I was an attorney. For 4 decades, I served the law. Now, I serve something far grander. I serve the law. I was an attorney. I was an attorney. I was an attorney. I was an attorney. I was an attorney.
Ah, my fellow wine lovers. Hello. Welcome to Viñeda.
Hey, old partner.
I do apologize for the delay. The Malbec grape is a demanding mistress. So, I am Gabriel Vargas, Chief Winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes, but you're not going to like them.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Wonderful. Follow me. These are busy times. In fact, we're just about to harvest this year's crop. Great expectations. So, how do you like Argentina?
Like everywhere else. Full of Americans.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. We insist on steaming every grape by hand, which means that during harvest season, the grapes do tend to pile up. Luckily, we have plenty of storage space. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including an industrial-sized freezer unit, and last but not least, our trusty grape crusher.
Interesting. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Black?
Follow me, please.
Are you a wine man, Black? Somehow you don't seem the type.
Oh, I believe Mr. Black here is something of a jack of all trades. Isn't that so?
I dabble.
I see. I just thought Yates might be sending a message. My mistake.
So, have any of you been to a vineyard before?
Only on business.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its primary stage of fermentation. In these big open tanks, yeast converts the sugars in the wine to alcohol, in a process that lasts between 5 and 15 days. This is also where we squeeze the mass into a fine juice using our grape presser before the longer secondary stage of fermentation.
Fascinating.
Now, before we move on, do any of you have questions?
How about you, Mr. Black? You look like you have something on your mind.
I have a question. Perhaps we can take a closer look.
Certainly. Lead the way.
What can you tell me about this device? Grape presser, was it?
That is correct, senor. After primary fermentation, the mass is pressed through a fine filter, leaving only the flesh and skins behind. I should add that grape stomping, the iconic practice of crushing grapes with your bare feet, is historically rare and mostly a tourist gimmick. But you are most welcome to try. Imagine you're a grape.
Thanks. I'll pass.
Oh, go on. I'll take a picture of the three of you.
Oh, come on, Tamara. When in Rome.
Fine.
Say queso.
May I see that, Mr. Vargas? I believe I blinked.
So, this is what the little guy feels like.
No, all good. Looks like one for the mantle.
Now, are there any more questions? Don't be shy.
What can you tell me about this grape crusher?
Well, as the name implies, it crushes the steamed grapes into a thick pulp or must by a powerful rotating cylinder. She is one of the most important appliances in our production pipeline.
Have you had any workplace accidents?
What? Fall into the vat and get crushed to a pulp? You'd have to be a bona fide idiot. Waste of space, if you ask me.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, we have had none of that. So if there's no further questions...
Huh?
Isn't someone else supposed to be doing this? And... Anything else you wish to know? There's really no trouble.
I'm interested in these containers.
Ah, yes. Our large fermentation tanks are constructed from solid French oak and each contain up to 500 gallons of grey must.
Interesting. Are those cooling sockets?
They are indeed, senora. The cooling system allows us to fine-tune the entire process. Temperature, humidity levels, etc. Our goal here at Sierra Yates is quite simple. From the state-of-the-art winemaking facility to our carefully nurtured grape stock, hand-picked with loving care by local experts, we have only one purpose: to make the best vinos in Argentina and beyond.
Well, looks like an accident waiting to happen.
Occupational hazard. Eh, Burnwood?
Follow me. What happened to your colleague?
Urgent call. Something about work. I don't think she'll be coming back.
Oh well. I'm sure she can find her way out. Let's proceed. And so we arrived to our final stop, the barrel room. This is where we store the wine during the secondary stage of fermentation. The area behind the glass is where we keep our most precious bottles, including a 1945 Grand Paladin, the most expensive wine in existence. The access doors, which are made from ballistic glass, can only be unlocked from the security room high above our heads.
Remarkable.
Here comes Senor Yates now. Shall leave you in his capable hands.
How reassuring.
Ah, Miss Burnwood, is it not? Don Yates. Pleased to meet you. You come very highly recommended. As Chief of the Heralds, let me be the first to say welcome aboard.
Why, thank you, Mr. Yates. Rest assured that I will be following your every lead. Very closely.
Say, that reminds me. We're about to have a little Herald get-together up at the house. Just a modest toast to celebrate my forthcoming inauguration as Constant. You are, of course, most welcome to join us. I believe you shall make a fine Herald, once the training wheels are off.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Capital. Right this way, into the lion's den. Why don't you take a break, Corvo? We're done here for now, I think. Oh, but don't go too far. I may still need your services later.
I'll be closer than you think.
Oh, almost forgot. Cortazar, please nip down to the wine cellar and tell Mr. Flowers, the sommelier, to prep the 1945 Grand Paladin and bring it up to the house for our special occasion.
Got it, Chief. Flowers. Mr. Yates wants the 1945 Grand Paladin brought up to the house. Special occasion.
What? Did aliens land on the front lawn? Have the ghosts of Jesus, John Lennon, and Eva Perón unexpectedly come for dinner? Help me out here. What could possibly be so special?
Above your clearance, Flowers. Just fetch it already.
Fine.
A meeting in the root cellar. And judging from Yates's choice of wine, some type of celebration. Likely a gathering of heralds, come to congratulate Yates on his upcoming promotion. Diana's presence, a calculated risk.
What's the passcode again?
Last year of World War II. If you have to look it up, shame on you.
Hey, what?
Ah! Oh, shit. Huh? Hey, buddy, tell me, what's your involvement in this? Nothing here, Command. Moving on. Not here! Oh? Excuse you, sir.
No, that's the cut line. We're talking knee-deep. The whole place looked like a horror film. Of course, Yates came down and told the boss sod in charge of the tanks a new one.
You'd think there was some kind of fail-safe mechanism or early warning system.
It would. Wrong. The pump was malfunctioning. The tanks out and very much comes up. So, lightning never strikes twice.
temperature and humidity in the barrel room is all controlled by the ventilation system. Heinz.
Sweet. How do you operate? I'm a bit of a grease monkey in my spare time.
My area, sir. The control terminal. Is up in the security room. Take a look. Just look. One of the guys. He does not work.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, vea, parcero. I'll take care from here, huh? Just sit back and relax. Ah, señor. ¿Por qué me está pasando esta mierda?
Grand Paladin? It is perfection. Irreplaceable. You don't drink the 1945 Grand Paladin any more than you would write a shopping list on the Mona Lisa. Don Yates know the price of everything, but the value of nothing.
I am sorry, Patron. Say, what if we exchange the labels? Served him a different wine.
Ah, you are devious, Santino. But no. If Mr. Yates wishes to destroy something beautiful, I will not stand in his way. That is between him and his creator.
How did he even get his hands on a bottle? I hear the last of the 45s was sold to Sheikh Omar Al-Ghazali for $600,000. Most expensive bottle ever sold.
Yes. A curious story. See, that bottle you refer to came from a case of 12, which were recovered from a sunken Carlisle shipping container that went down in the South China Sea during the final days of World War II. Now, of those 12, only 5 were raised intact. Al-Ghazali bought one under great media coverage, while the others simply disappeared, quietly obtained by some clandestine private collector. Until one of the bottles was donated to Mr. Yates by Byron Washington, CEO of the Pax Mundus Foundation, as a reward for winning a court case. Now, Byron's twin daughters were treasure hunters, so that explains how he managed to get first pick. But you see, I was here when the bottle arrived, and the crate it arrived in bore a curious logo. Something called the Ark. Society.
Intriguing. Do you know what it means?
Well, not a clue. And now...
Hey, Flowers! Over here. Come on, while we're young.
Sir, I present to you the 1945 Grand Paladin.
Huh. Somehow I thought it'd be bigger. Come on, Flowers. Guests are waiting. Go on, get yourself patted down. We're still on alert from all those big shot CEOs getting offed.
Hi. I need to search you if you want to pass. Hey, yo, there's no need to flex. You ain't gotta impress me. Okay, man. Vamos.
So here's the deal, Flowers. The boss is having a powwow with some employees, and discretion is the name of the game. I'm sure you figured that out already, you being a scholar and all. Don't discuss, disclose, or hell, even contemplate what goes down. Just set your mind to wool-gathering mode. You think you can do that for me, Flowers?
Worry not, Mr. Cortazar. I'm the very soul of discretion.
Good man. They're already at it. Go on, place the wine on the table. I'll pour it.
Decant.
Pardon me, Your Majesty.
I have always considered the heralds the unspoken heroes of Providence.
Hey, what's wrong with you, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Flowers, our resident sommelier. I believe he has brought us something quite special. Perhaps you will educate us, Mr. Flowers.
This is the 1945 Grand Paladin. One of only 5 bottles in existence. The vintage is legendary. The proverbial unicorn wine. The year was hot, The wine's super concentrated, and thanks to hail and frost, the production was small. Only 300 bottles were ever produced. And when the vineyard was bombed during the closing days of World War II, only a single crate survived. It is said to have amazingly complex aromas with long, savory layers of fruit and spice flavors, and a silky texture. Enjoy.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Flowers. Feel free to stick around in case our guests have questions. This wine was gifted to me by the Ark Society in acknowledgement of my firm's legal services. It stands as a powerful reminder that Providence draws its strength not from force, but from partnership. We are but a few, and yet together we are unstoppable, because we stand united. My friends, loyalty is everything, which is why we cannot allow traitors into our ranks.
Ah, yes. Here it comes.
This woman has waged bloody war on us. More than a dozen heralds and operatives dead. Your colleagues and clients, my friend, Ken Morgan. Not to mention the partners themselves, our founders, our benefactors. Make no mistake, this woman's hands are soaked in blood. Our blood. And Arthur Edwards, the new supreme head of Providence, is handing her the keys to the kingdom. Now, does that seem right to you, my friends? Does that sound like loyalty?
Absolutely right.
Yes.
Perhaps Edwards simply recognizes talent when he sees it. Perhaps this is why I am also in the running to become constant. And following this childish outburst, I dare say I am in the lead. Don.
What? You're lying, of course. Which only proves my point. You cannot be trusted, Miss Burnwood. This woman will be our downfall. That is, unless we take matters into our own hands. You are heralds, sworn to protect Providence against all threats, including inside ones. I have devised a plan. Together we can make it work. But you have to decide now, my friends. Are you with me?
I agree.
I'm in.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Escort Miss Burnwood to my office. Join me shortly.
Right. Move it. Let's go.
I'm warning you, Yates. This will not go your way.
Hello, hello.
We need to get our story straight. Diana Burnwood died today by the hand of her rogue Agent 47. Revenge for her changing sides. This is what you will all attest to.
Yeah, hello.
I'm in.
I agree. Yes.
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 A toast, then, in her honor.
I agree.
I'm in.
Yes.
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 Hey, come on!
Bloody hell.
You gotta help me now! Really bad. Come on!
I agree.
I'm in. Yes.
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 I agree.
Escort Miss Burnwood to my office. I'll join you shortly.
right. Move it. Let's go.
I'm warning you, Yates. This will not go your way.
We need to get our stories straight. Diana Burnwood died today by the hand of her rogue Agent 47. Revenge for her changing sides. This is what you will all attest to.
Remember, Flowers, you never saw a thing. Yes. Not a damn thing.
Yes.
A toast, then, in her honor. Savor the taste, because you never will again. And let me remind you. Together, one goes down, we all go down. Here's to loyalty.
Lots of people have mixed in.
What? Come in. I've heard something weird. I'm gonna go check it out. What was that?
Took you long enough. Quick! Clear the floor and get yourself a guard outfit. Yates won't be long.
Hey,